Anti-entropy machine. This ain't self-help, this is war on my jeans. Rewriting all the scripts in my head by extremes. Not run more, wake up early, life hack routine. It's a full of what's reboot, anti-entropy machine. World says pain is danger, better hide from the flame. Numb it mask, get dressed it up with the softer name. I treat pain like a compass needle locked on truth. Every burn, every mile, cause we closer to proof. Colors in the mind, layer after layer. Walk into the storm like a volunteer prayer. If it hurts, it's real, if it's real, I grow. Pain is the forge and I'm the blade in the glow. Default was retreat, safe strength, stay clean. Goggins code, rewrote that scheme. Now my soul runs toward the heat, where the weak step back and the savage repeats. I'm an integrated savage, anti-entropy machine. Turn comfort into ashes, turn something into clean. Paint the truth, fear the field, got the sharp and steel. Reprogram every instinct to the best of me is real. Not here for easy, not here for the screen. I'm here to die, empty, nothing left in the scheme. Never finished, never soft, always in between. Me and the man I'm meant to be on one screen. Discipline's not a habit, it's the name that I claim. Not sometimes motivated, it's the core of my frame. Mirror in my face, no excuses in sight. If I failed, I say I failed, then I fix it that night. 40% on the meter, when my body says no. Rip the governor out, watch the hidden reserves flow. Day one, every morning, no arrival, no throne. Yesterday's respect is forever overthrown. And a voice used to pity me, keep me small. Now it speaks in hard facts, carved in sweat on the wall. Cookie jar, victory stacked deep in my mind. When the panic starts to rise, I pull one and grind. Fear ain't a wall, it's a bright red sign. Point straight at the next hard climb. 1 second decision when the pain peaks, I breathe. Step back, then choose not to die. I'm not chasing pleasure, status or fame. I'm chasing the shadow that carries my name. On judgment day, when the final tape runs, I want my life to match the man I could have become. Foxhole small, stand as tall, I defend my fire. Rather stand alone than be loved by a liar. If you don't bleed for growth, you don't stand with me. One man fighting position till I find my breathe. I'm an integrated savage, and it's anti-entropy machine. Turn comfort into ashes, turn suffering into clean. Ain't the truth, fear the fuel, got the sharp and steel. Reprogram every instant till the best of me is real. Not here for happy in the shallow routine, but that deep quiet knowing I left nothing unseen. Never finished, never done when they kill the screen. Let my soul and my potential be the same. Final scene, bleed.
Working a job, it's a war in my soul. Not about a paycheck, it's about control. They call it tired, I call it the game. Past that line is where I recreate. They told me listen to your body when it starts to ache, but my body's just an echo of the limits in my brain. There's a governor inside me cutting power when I strain. Like a red line on an engine that's afraid to break. I hit the wall, heard the voice, man you're done. Every muscle on fire, vision starting to run. But I know that signal is programmed fear. When it screams full empty, I'm barely halfway there. 40%, that's the lie they sell. You think you've given up, but you just touched the shell. Deep in the tank, there's a darker well, but you only see it when you walk through hell. So I push when it hurts, I don't answer the call of the comfort that's begging me to slow down, fall. Every time I go past where I wanted to quit, I rewrite the settings in my mental chip. I'm not here to survive, I'm here to transcend, to break through the ceiling and then call my head. When the brain yells stop, I turn the volume down, step into the pain like I'm taking a crown. When I think I'm finished, I'm at 40%. There's a whole other world in the pain I'm in. Mind over body, break the chain. Deep in the struggle is where I train. Work is my ritual, blood on the stone. Every rep, every step, I carve my throne. Never arrive, never content. Every single sunrise is day one. This ain't about money, this is temple and blade. Every mile, every set, every bruise that I made. I'm not chasing the check, I'm cleansing my core. Kneeling in the sweat on the concrete floor. The pain pain is my preacher, the grind is my prayer. That burn in my chest says my spirit's still there. Most people clock in, count hours, go home. I clock into the war with the man I outgrew. I'm not scared of the labor, I'm scared of decay. To die with my power still locked away. So I show up at the edge where the weak won't go, and I share bread with the suffering, let it teach my soul. You don't find your truth in a padded seat. You find it when your heart and your lungs compete. When your legs give out and your mind says done, but your soul stands up and whispers run. When I think I'm finished, I'm at 40%. There's a whole other world in the pain I've met. Mind over body, break the chain. Deep in the struggle is where I train. Work is my ritual, blood on the stone. Every rep, every step I call my throne. Never arrive, never content. Every single sunrise is day one. They clap for your trophies, but trophies rust. Success is a poison if you sip it with trust. So I wake up empty, pockets full of need. Yesterday's win doesn't cover today's greed. I treat each morning like the very first fight. Like I'm never run a mile, never earned this life. No laurels, no rest on the stories I've told. Respect expires when the night gets cold. Most people stop when they're finally ahead. I stop when the mission is truly dead. No finish line, just a moving sign. The horizon keeps running, so I stay in the grind. Day one, day week, that's the state I'm in. Every sunrise asks you ready again. I'm nobody now, so I earn my name. One more rep inside the same old pain. No finish, no throne. Just seconds I win or I leave alone. No rival, no rest. Just a day asking, will you give your best? Your limits are stories that you never rewrote. You're tired, it's just fearing a softer coat. Past the breaking point, past the shaking hands. There's a harder version of you to still stand. 40%, that's the lock on the gate. Deep reserves waiting on the other side of wait. Day one mindset till my last breath done. Never finished, never saved, never won. When I think I'm finished, I'm at 40%. There's a whole other world in the pain I met. Mind over body, break the chain. Deep in the struggle is where I train. Work is my ritual, blood on the stone. Every rep, every step, I carve my throne. No arrival, no, I'm done. Every single sunrise is day one. Hey, hey, I won't stop when I'm tired, I'll stop when it's through. When there's nothing left inside me but a stronger truth. Never finished, never done, always on the run. Just a soul in the fire, living day one.
This ain't a playlist of tips. This is a new design. A full reboot of the code that was running my mind. Now I run more, wake up early, simple little tricks. It's an operating system built on scars and bricks. I used to dodge pain like a stray on the street. Now 100 down, I swear the truth and I mean. What you call damage, I call evidence. Every shot of suffering, sharpen my intelligence. Pain was a stop sign, now it's a key. Opens hidden doors to the realest part of me. Callous in the mind, layer over layer. Turn a fragile little heart to a disciplined slayer. Discipline ain't a habit, it's the name that I own. Not a mood, not a buzz, it's my backbone bone. No more motivation, no more soft alibis. Just a mirror in my face, screaming facts, not lies. The fall was decay, soft by design. Entropy pulling every inch of my spine. So I built a machine that runs on strain, feeding on doubt, breathing in pain. I'm an integrated savage, anti-entropy machine. Burning through my limits till there's nothing left unseen. Paint the truth, here to fight out the proof and grit. Rewriting every script, I was born with bit by bit. Not here for comfort, not here to play average. I'm here to die empty, a fully spent savage. Never finished, never done as long as I breathe. I wage war on the version of me that's beneath. Work used to mean just enough to get by. Now it means 100% plus what I deny. 40 on the meter, but I push for more. Rip the governor out, hit a red line roar. My inner voice used to pity me. A quiet little choir of excuses on repeat. Now it's cold, now it's sharp, now it talks some facts. Cookie jar full of wins, loaded up the stacks. When the fear starts screaming, I don't turn away. If it scares me, that's the road I take today. From paralysis and flight to attack and control. Taking souls till the terror forgets it had a hold. 1 second decisions, carving out my fate. Slip a pause in the panic, choose will over hate. Micro moment mastery, stimulus and gap, that's where I weep. foot on tap. I smashed that button, tore out the map. Now every breath is a hostile run against the softer man I refuse to become. I'm an integrated savage, anti-entropy machine, burning through my limits till there's nothing left unseen. Painted truth, fear to fight, doubt the proof and grit, rewriting every script. I was born with bit by bit, not here for comfort, not here to play average. I'm here to die empty, a fully spent savage. Never finished, never done. As long as I breathe, I wage war on the version of me that's beneath. My purpose ain't pleasure, wealth overthrown. It's merging who I am with who I could have been all along on Judgment Day. When they roll that tape, I wanna match that man, not stare in shame. Uncommon in a world where mediocrity reigns, then uncommon among the uncommon, tearing out the chains. Not a race against you, it's me versus the mold, against the hypothetical self I was always meant to hold. My fox so small, I don't share my ground with the ones handing comfort and watering me down. If you won't bleed with me, then I march alone. One man fighting position in a hostile zone. Better isolated and locked on growth than surrounded by a crowd that's killing my oath. Circle is catalyst, not a cage for my fire. I'll choose solitude over a comfortable liar. Nature wants rest, wants still, wants less. I revolt with every rep, every breath in my chest. I'm not here to conserve what I might have saved. I'm here to spend every grain till there's nothing in the gray. Biology whispers, slow down, stay small. Psychology echoes, you can't have it all. I answer with suffering with full force charge. Rewriting the limits they call too large. Pain anointed. Discipline cell, with an Orfell. Voice in heartfelt, voice in heartfelt, fit in attack mode, going to full stretch, default me die, savage took the flesh. I'm an integrated savage, anti-entropy machine, burning through my limits till there's nothing left unseen. Pain the truth, here to fight, doubt to proof and grit, rewriting every script. I was born with bit by bit, not here for happiness, sold cheap on a screen, but that stoic satisfaction of leaving nothing in between. Never finished, never done till the day I fall. If there's one grain left, then I haven't given all. When the last bell rings and the story is told, let there be no gap between the blueprint and my soul. Integrated, relentless, all debts managed. I walk the whole path as an integrated savage. I walk the whole path as an integrated savage.
There's a voice in my head that can make me or break me. Talks louder than the world every time it tries to shake me. Used to be the soundtrack of every doubt I had, whispering you're not enough like a broken looping ad. But I learned to flip the script, turn the volume knob. If my mind is the weapon, I'ma finish the job. No more letting random thoughts run the show. Now I choose the words to tell me where I'm gonna go. I don't need fake hope, I don't need soft lies. I need proof from the scars that I've earned in my life. So when the panic hits and the fear kicks in, I go digging in my memory like a vault within. I reach into the cookie jar, every fight I survive. Every time I broke through when they said I'd die. I've done the impossible more than once before, so I grab that win and I bite down more. This ain't wishful thinking, this is evidence. In fact, my past victories stack like ammo in the back. When my mind screams run, I switch it to charge. Fuel from the jar when the pain hits large. Fuel from the jar when the pain hits large. Fuel from the jar when the pain hits large. Every bruise, every loss, every night I bled. It's a story that I keep on the shelf in my head. Not to cry, not to break, not to drown in regret, but to remember who I was when the odds were set. That time I couldn't read, but I learned anyway. That time I was broken, but I still found a way. I replay those scenes when my faith gets thin, like a highlight reel cut from the places I've been. It's not you're amazing with no proof behind. It's you've done this before, carved deep in my mind. So when the new hell feels like too much heat, I eat one memory and get back on my feet. I won't let my inner voice be a coward in disguise. I train it like a soldier, make it look me in the eyes. If it's not built on truth, it's not allowed to stay. Only battle-tested words get the right to speak today.
I reach into the cookie jar of every fight I survived. Every time I broke through when they said I'd die. I've done the impossible more than once before, so I grab that win and I bite down more. This ain't wishful thinking, this is evidence of fact. My past victories stack like ammo in the back. When my mind screams run, I switch it to charge. Fuel from the jar when the pain hits large. Welcome to the mental lab where the lights burn late, where I test every limit, every fear, every weight. I'm the subject and the scientist, I bleed for the data. Run trials on my soul now, analyze it later. I split myself in two, me and them are named Goggins. One wants rest, the other one lives for problems. I recurred every excuse that I mumble in the dark. Play it back till the shame lights a fire in my heart. I take the hate, every word that they spit, bottle up the venom, turn it into grit. Alchemist of anger, I refine the flame. Turned out into distance, turn fear into range. This mind is a lab, not a haunted house. I'm the one in control, not the scared little mouse. I tweak my thoughts like dials on the board. Cut the weak signal, boost the warrior's roar. Haters in my headphones, fear on a repeat. I mix it all down into fuel for my feet. Every you can is a spark I save. Throw it on the fire when the nights get grave. No more random noise, no more lazy track. I'm the operator now when I'm taking my mind back. If the voice is weak, I drag it to the gym. Make it run through hell till it learns to win. I reach into the cookie jar of every fight I survive. Every time I broke through when they said I'd die. I've done the impossible more than once before, so I grab that win and I bite down more. My mind is a mental lab, not a cage of fear. I experiment with pain till the path is clear. I won't let my thoughts drift, I design my drive. Turn the darkest part of me into pure hard light. In a voice on lock, I rewrote its role. No longer my jailer, now the engine of my soul. Cookie jar full, lab lights on, no slack. I'm not just in my head, I'm taking my head back. I'm not just in my head, I'm taking my head back. Not just in my head, I'm taking my head back. I don't believe in mood, I don't believe in feel like. Discipline's an ID, not a highlight. You see a habit, I see a blood oath. Signed in the dark when my will had no pulse. They call it tough day, I call it I quit. Dress failure up in softer words so it doesn't sting a bit. But I was drowning in the stories that I sold, till I broke that little mirror and built a different mode. Now I'm face to face with the only one to blame. No filter on the truth, no sugar on my name. If I'm lazy, I say lazy. Nah, I've been overwhelmed. That's the only way to ever take the wheel and grab the helm. No mood, no vibes, no I'll try. Just do the work or watch your life go by. You want the crown, but you're scared of the price. You either own your fate or choke on your alibi. So I stand in the mirror like, you're the reason, you're the problem, you're the fix, all excuses in dog language, just the truth written big in the glass like a verdict. This ain't hope, this ain't luck in disguise. This is war on every lie in my eyes. Discipline over every feeling that dies. No more balance, if balance is just an alibi. They say find balance, I hear slow down. I hear stay average, don't go 12 rounds. But greatness don't grow in a safe little frame. It lives where you're obsessed, where they call you insane. You can't keep a normal life in one abnormal wins. Every dream is a tax, you pay in hours and skin. Sleep, comfort, approval from the crowd. All of that is on the table when you say you want it loud. So I live like the clocks in the trauma bag. Golden hour in my chest, ticking down every day. No later, no someday, no maybe when. Just right now, one choice, hit the gas again. You're not tired, you're just used to giving in. You rename quitting, called it listening within. Rip the mask off, look your weakness in the face. Call it what it is if you ever wanna change. So I stand in the mirror like, you're the reason, you're the problem, you're the fix. No excuses, no soft language, just the truth written big in the glass like a verdict. This ain't hope, this ain't luck in disguise. This is war on every lie in my eyes. Discipline over every feeling that dies. No more balance, if balance is just an alibi. Sticky notes on the glass like scars on the soul. Every line is a contract, every task is a toll. I'm fat, I'm broke, I can't read, I'm afraid. Write it down, own it all, that's the first step made. Cause you can't build strong on a fake foundation. Can't level up life with a false reputation. When you finally say I failed instead of life's unfair, you take the steering wheel back from the thin air. Up before the sun, I don't bargain with the clock. No snooze, that's the truth with the weakest in my thoughts. Shoes on, door open, 12 miles on the road. I'm not chasing the PR, I'm enforcing the code. Then I'm back in the books cause muscle's not enough. A strong back's useless with an empty mind up top. Knife
stretching pain out slow. Monotony is torture, but that's how killers grow. This is not a vibe you catch, it's a life you choose. 1,000 daily deaths just so you refuse to let the soft voice win and let excuses speak. Discipline's the language of the ones who never peak. No alibis, no busy, no, it's just my fate. No bad genetics, no, I started too late. If I didn't do the work, that's the only truth that fits. Write it on the mirror, you just didn't commit. So I stand in the mirror like you're the reason, you're the reason, you're the problem, you're the problem, you're the fix. No excuses, no soft language, just the truth carved deep in the glass like a verdict. This ain't hope, this ain't luck in disguise. This is war on every lie in my eyes. Discipline over every feeling that dies. I'll burn my comfort on the altar of this life. Cause I'm not here to be balanced and like I'm here to squeeze every second till it's dry. Never finished, never done till the day I die. Just a man with no alibis, looking himself in the eye. Looking himself in the eye. If I'm scared of it, that's the way I run. Fear's not a wall, it's my rising sun. You hide from the heat, I walk into the cold. In the fire of that moment, that's where I take soul. They told me if you're afraid, better turn around. But I built my whole life on hunting the sound. If the water makes me panic, I dive in deep. If the stage makes me shake, I don't go to sleep. Every tremor in my chest is a signal light, pointing straight to the thing that I need to fight. I don't dodge the shadow when it crawls up close. I step into its rib cage and make it my host. Fear ain't a prison, it's a road sign flipped. An arrow to the place where the weak get clipped. You call it danger, I call it the door to the part of myself you ain't seen before. When you flinch, I focus. When you stall, I go. When you freeze in the dark, that's when I glow. I don't wait for courage, I move while I shake. Cause every step in terror is a soul I take. I'm taking souls, I'm breaking rules. Working so hard, it rewrites their goals. When they see me smiling in the hell they chose, I live so extreme that I climb in their souls. And in that 1 second when my mind says quit, I cut the wire, I don't believe it. I stay in the fire while my fear explodes. One breath, one choice, that's how I take souls. That's how I take souls. You wanna beat me, you better learn to love pain. Cause I eat every second of your little mind game. In hell weak rain, when the cold cuts through, I'm the one in the surf still laughing at you. Instructors try to break me but I flip that script. Turn their torture into fuel, let the switch get flipped. They yell, I grin, is that all you got? Now I'm living in their head and I pay no rent. When I go past human, when it looks unreal, I'm not just winning laps, I'm breaking how they feel. They start questioning themselves when I'm still on my feet. I'm the mirror of the monster they're scared to meet. I don't just survive, I invert control. Turn victim to hunter, that's how I roll. You see a drill, I see a throne. You see a being, I see a home. Every time they try to crush me, I just rise and grow. Their doubt is the stage where my legend shows. When you think I'm done, that's when I reload. Smile through the chaos while I take your soul. I'm taking souls, I'm breaking roads. Working so hard, it rewrites their goals. When they see me smiling in the hell they chose, I live so extreme that I climb in their souls. And in that 1 second when my mind says quit, I cut the wire, I don't believe it. I stay in the fire while my fear explodes. One breath, one choice. There's a moment in the race when the noise gets loud, when your body taps out and the pain pulls shroud. One heartbeat flash where your mind screams stop, and the whole damn journey hangs by one drop. You can train for months, you can grind for years, but it all comes down to that second of fear. You either bow to the panic and let it control, or step outside your skin and repossess your soul. I stay in the water but I'm on the shore. I leave my body in hell while my mind explores. I slow my breath, let the chaos fade, then choose like a sniper with a calm handmade. You lose everything in that one small slice, or win your whole life with a single choice. So I carve a little gap between the pain and the yak. Drop a pause in the panic, take my power back. It's not the storm, it's how you frame it. Not the hit, it's how you name it. Between the fear and your reply, there's a space where legends either live or die. I stretch that space, I breathe it wide. Let the fear roll past like a dark low tide. Then I pick my move, not the one I feel, but the one that honors who I said I'd be. For real, fear points the way, I don't look back, I chase
face the thing that's ready to attack. I don't dodge the wave when the deep bell tolls. I dive in to break and I take their souls. 1 second to surrender, 1 second to win, 1 second to listen, to burn the script within. Every time I choose the road that hurts, I bury one more ghost in the dirt.
I'm taking souls, I'm breaking roads, working so hard it rewrites their goals. When they see me smiling in the hell they chose, I live so extreme that I climb in their souls. And in that 1 second when my mind says quit, I cut the wire, I don't believe it. I stay in the fire while my fear explodes. One breath, one choice, that's how I take soul. If I'm afraid of it, that's where I go. Fear is the compass, not the foe. In the darkest second when the cost unfolds, I look fear in the face, and I take its soul.
They told me being something's broken. Hit the brakes, shut it down, keep it safe, stay soft. But I was drowning in that velvet coffin, comfort like a pillow pressed tight on my thoughts. So I walked into the storm with my eyes wide open, bare feet on the glass, no way to turn back. Every heartbeat like a war drum spoken, every step on the edge, one more mental crack. And in the fire I felt the fear begin to melt. Every scream in my head was just another layer shelved. I'm not here to be protected, I'm not built to be contained. I'm here to carve a different meaning out of every ounce of pain. Pain's not a stop sign, it's the front gate to the part of me that comfort could never create. Causing my mind blow by blow, strip away the lies till the real me shows. When the body says quit but the soul says more, there's a secret door. There's a secret door on the other side of agony. Quiet like a hymn, I finally meet the one I've always been. Most people numb it with a screen or a bottle, run from the weight they never push, just fold. I chose early mornings, long roads full throttle. Let the miles write the truth that I was never told. It's not the medal at the end that I'm chasing, it's the war with the voice that says you're not enough. Every rep, every lap, every brutal situation is a lesson to my nerves. You were built for rough. I train my thoughts like muscle under pressure, under load. Taught my fear to sit in silence while my will took control. This is not blind suffering, this is purpose in the flame. A force for broken metal, turning skies into a blade's not a stop sign, it's the front gate to the part of me that comfort could never create. Causing my mind blow by blow, strip away the lies till the real me shows. When the body says quit but the soul says more, there's a secret door. There's a secret door on the other side of agony. Quiet like a hymn, I finally meet the one I've always been. In that slow motion second when it all goes dark, when your lungs catch fire and you hear your heart pound like a hammer on unfinished steel. That's the moment you decide what's fake, what's real. You can turn back to the life that never asked for blood, or step deeper in the
the furnace, let it burn, let it flood. Cause only when it strips you of the mask you wore before do you see the naked truth lying on the floor.
Breaking danger or signal of growth. You choose the meaning every time you choke.
Run from the strain, you stay the same. Run through the strain, you change your name. Pain's not a stop sign, it's the front gate to the part of me that comfort could never create. Causing my mind blow by blow. Strip away the lies till the real me shows. When the body says quit but the soul says more. There's a secret door. There's a secret door. On the other side of agony, stripped of all pretend, I finally know myself. Not the mask but the man within.
I'm not here to die, full and comfortable. Not chasing happy cars or gold on the floor. I'm living for the moment when the curtain falls and I stand before the throne getting told it all. On Judgment Day they say he shows you a man, the version of yourself that fulfilled the plan. Every gift, every ounce, every breath you were given, fully cashed out, fully dead set, fully driven. My nightmare's not hellfire, chains of flame. It's seeing that man and he don't share my name. Standing there stronger with a different face, knowing I coasted while he ran the race. So I'm not measuring life by the things I own, but how close I get to that final clone. My purpose is simple and it cuts like a knife. Make the man I am and the man I could be the same life. I wanna be uncommon, among the uncommon. Not just rise up once, but stay locked, never dropping. In a world where average is the only law they trust, I'll bleed every day to my potential and my life line up. This ain't a game of more than you, it's me versus me. A war with the ghost of who I was designed to be. When the last bell rings and I stand in that light, I wanna look my twin in the eyes and know we both fought right. Becoming the lead is just phase one. You made it to the unit, now the work's begun. You're a shark in the pond, but I want the deep, where the monsters hunt monsters and nobody sleeps. I don't want a medal just to hang on the wall. I wanna be the name they whisper when the hardest jobs call. When the best of the best start to break and fold, I wanna be the one still marching in the cold. You're proud, you're different from the sleepwalk crowd. I'm trying to be different from the killers you're around. When the strong tap out, asking who made these rules, I'll be the one who shows them what's beyond their fuel. In a room full of lions, I seek the throne. In a squad full of legends, I carve my own. Not for ego, not to flex on the screen, but to honor the blueprint of what I could have been. I wanna be uncommon, among the uncommon. Not just rise up once, but stay locked, never drop it. In a world where average is the only law they trust, I'll bleed every day to my potential and my life line up. This ain't a game of more than you, it's me versus me. A war with the ghost of who I was designed to be. When the last bell rings and I stand in that light, I wanna look my twin in the eyes and know we both fought right. In the foxhole, who you got on your side? It's not a small talk question, that's live or die. Most people pick friends that will let them stay weak, handing out excuses every day of the week. But my trench is closed to the soft and the slow. No room in my dirt for a maybe you know. If you ain't built to suffer rain, grow with the flame. You can wish me the best from outside the frame. I'd rather hold a one-man fighting position than share my ground with someone killing my vision. Better lonely on the line with a heart on fire than warm in the crowd that pulls me down in the mire. If I evolve up, then my circle must climb. If you stay the same, you get left behind. This isn't lack of love, this is battle math. I can't drag that weight on a narrow path. If you're in my foxhole, you bleed like me. You'd rather die in your feet than live on your knees. And if I haven't found you yet, I'll march alone till I meet a soul that's carved from the same heart of stone. Cause greatness don't bloom in the garden of doubt, it grows in the cracks where the weak tapped out. I'll take isolation over poison cheers. I'd rather fight solo than be loved by my fears. I wanna be uncommon, among the uncommon. Not just rise up once, but stay locked, never dropping. In a world where mediocre passes as enough, I'll burn every bridge back to soft